And good evening, everyone, here on a Monday evening at Cardboard Life. Big break we have here. It's the Big Bad Bustling Bazza break number 2, which is the box of Select 1997 Ultimate. So, football collection. So, there we go. Again, one last time, thank you to Jackson Henshaw for organising this towards the Big Bad Bustling Baz Fund. And as a result of selling out this break, we have hit the $500 mark on the dot. So, well done. Thank you, all of the above, for everyone who's participated, who's bid on auctions, who's bought spots in breaks. Monumental effort for $500, and I'll be transferring. I've been talking to Rod, and we'll be transferring those funds this week. So I know from Rod, he told me that Barry is absolutely humbled by the efforts that we're putting in for him, and really appreciates it. And as one of our long-standing members of this club, which I often refer to as a family, it's the least we can do. So, and it's not to say we can't do more. As I say, I'm going to transfer the 500, but if anyone's got any more things they want to auction off or anything like that, or any other ideas to raise some further funds for Barry, please hit me up, hit me in the DMs, talk to me, put it on the page. I don't mind. It's all for the right cause. And as I've said, everything from both the auctions and the breaks, 100% of those funds are going back to Barry. Housekeeping really quickly. I was going to say there's 2 breaks up, but there's actually only one. The Marvel break has sold out already. So less than 24 hours. She's done and dusted. We'll be breaking that tomorrow night, so get those payments in. And we've got the NBA break, number 132. I'm going to say 2, which is for a Chinese New Year box of 24-25 Revolution, as well as the 23-24 Mosaic Mega Box. So a really good little break there. So get onto it. We've already taken off about 20% of that. Like, we've already sold about 6 spots or something like that already. So get in there, and we can hopefully bust in by the end of the week. That'd be really, really nice. But we are here for the AFL Ultimate break for Bazza. And I'll recap the teams and who's got them, because we did have a couple of big trades. We had a normal trade and then a 4-way trade. So now what it sits at, we've got Stuart Cox with the Brisbane Lions, Nick Joyce, Fremantle Dockers, Stephen Smith, Geelong Cats and Western Bulldogs. Khan Riley has the Port Adelaide Power, Jackson Henshaw has the Richmond Tigers, Jacob Bramich has the St Kilda Saints, Nick Joyce, the West Coast Eagles, Nick Owen, the Adelaide Crows, Grant Anderson got his Carlton Blues, Nick Joyce, the Melbourne Demons, Khan Riley, the Hawthorn Hawks, Jackson Henshaw's got the Essendon Bombers, Ethan Wilmot's got his beloved Sydney Swans, Nick Joyce, Collingwood Magpies, and Nick Owen rounds us out with the North Melbourne Kangaroos. So without further ado, we're going to get stuck into this. And, well, I don't actually need to, but we will. There we go. We'll cut that bit, which has already slightly got a little bit of a tear in it. Makes it nice and easy for us. So, there we go. And let's get into it. We have a case card. We'll pop that there. We actually have a box card, I should say. A box card. Now, I don't know what that entails, but there's a box card. That's all I'm going to say. Put it there behind the packs. There we go. We are done and dusted. That's the box. Rightio. Let's put that over there. Alrighty. So, I suppose I could hide the box card, or we'll just do it straight up. Here's the box card. So our first hit for this evening. There we go, we're going to get straight into it. G'day, young Grant. It is Jason Dunstall. So this is the box card. Hopefully I can get it to focus a bit better than that. There we go. There we go. Goal greats. Jason Dunstall, straight off the cuff. Very nice. BC1, I'm assuming that means box card 1. So the Hawthorn Hawks, Khan Riley. Straight up. He's got the first hit. And that one can go straight into a top loader. Very nice. Very nice indeed. In fact, we'll put Jason at the back there, overlooking us for the rest of it. Right. Well, if that's anything to go by, we're on fire. There we go. Jason Dunstall, case card to start us off. There we go. Jason in the background. Good luck, everyone. Let's hope we hit a ring-a-ling-dinger or 3, and let's hope we get an auto. No guarantees, but if we do, you can bet your life it's going to be a beauty. Let's go. God, hopefully the packs aren't this. There we go. We're away now. Alrighty. So we've got Gary, bold Gary Lyon. We've got Mark Miranda for Richmond. Oh, we've got another hit. Actually, I've got to before we keep going, just one moment. We've actually got a hit in the first pack. This is insane. Insane. Select. I want to get the checklist. I want to get the checklist, and hopefully it's got the odds on there to tell me, because we've got a pretty significant hit here. No, it's not an auto, but still a significant hit. And this is in the first pack. This is insane. All right. Let's just bring the checklist up. 97 Ultimate. Going to scroll back through a fair bit. There we go. Alrighty. Does it give me the odds? No, of course it doesn't. You rotten mongrel. Does the back of the pack? Yes, it does. Excellent. Alright. So, we've started off with a one-a-boxer. So we might actually leave it. There you go. No. Let's do it. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off, shall we? Let's rip the Band-Aid off. Second hit of the night. It is the Williams medalist, Tony Modra. So that's a medal card, and the medal cards are 1 in every 28 packs. So I suppose there is the odd chance you're going to get 2 in a box. 1 in 28 packs, medal winners. Yep, that's it. All right, Tony Modra. So, the Adelaide Crows. Who had the Crows? Nick Owen. Well done, Nico. So, 2 hits, 2 different recipients. Put him straight into a top loader as well. That's a beauty. It's a beauty. In fact, Jace, you got some company there now. There we go. Tone. Don't fall over. We'll move Jason around there a bit. There we go. They can both look. Spectacular. Spectacular. There we go. What a way to start. Righto. Dean Laidley in a previous life. Can't remember what his name is, or should I say her name is. Lee Walker for Collingwood. We've got Braden Lyle. Kingsley Hunter, and Benny Gale, the Tassie boy. There we go. That's a great way to start. That's our first pack. Can you believe we're only into our first pack and we've already got 2 big hits. Crazy. Now get ready for some other interesting things. We've got Glenn Manton, Gary Lyon again. Okay, our next one is Buddha Hocking. So that's a best and fairest card. That's what they look like. Buddha Hocking for Geelong. The best and fairest cards are 1 in every doesn't say. They must be just a variant. They are. They're just a variant, but still a nice looking card. Wade Chapman. We've got Earl Spalding for Carlton. There we go. There's another best and fairest. And that's Nathan Burke for St Kilda. We've then got Troy Luff. Stephen Patterson. Aaron's nephew. And Peter Dean. No, that's a bit rough. He doesn't even like mushrooms. There you go. The best and fairest cards are just part of the actual set. Big Johnny Barnes. Shea Cockatoo Collins. We have Mitchell Waite. Craig Callahan. There we go. We do have an All-Australian. Paul Kelly. Looks different when he was in concert. I'll come back to that. Matthew Knights. Matty Lloyd. Gavin Wanganeen. And Justin Lepich. So the All-Australians are 1 in every 5 packs. So we should get a few of those. But that's a nice start for Sydney and Ethan. Alright. Started off beautifully. We have Johnny Platten. We've got Matthew Clark, Matthew Robran, Craig Trelevin. Oh, now this is where it gets exciting. So, these are the head-to-head. They're very nice looking cards. So, we've got Nathan Buckley and Darren Jarman. So, we'll come back to that. Finish this pack off. Brad Johnson, the Smiling Assassin. We've got Andrew Schauble, Peter Matera, and Andrew Donnelly. So, with the head-to-heads, obviously there are 2 teams. So, in this case, Adelaide and Collingwood. So, what we're going to do is, unless the person has both, which I don't believe, Nick's got the Magpies and no. Who had Adelaide? We did say it before, didn't we? Yeah, Nick Owen. So Nick Joyce and Nick Owen, the battle of the Nicks. Okay, so unless you guys make a deal before the end of the break, I'll random it. And what we'll do is we've got our team cards here ready to go. And I'll just go through them until the first team comes up. Simple as that. They'll be randomed. That was actually posed to me today as to what will happen if we got those. So there's our first one. And they come out 1 in every 3 packs. 1 in every 13 packs. So there's a chance we'll get a couple of them. North Melbourne, Wayne Carey. Then we got Platten. Peter Somerville. Ian Downsborough. We've got Tony Woods. Adam Hucas. James Hurd, best and fairest. We've got Scott Cummings. And Alistair Lynch. A lot of Tassie people in this. Kudafidis. Nigel Lappin. Mark Bickley. We've got Brad Scholl, All-Australian coming up. It is Glenn Archer for North Melbourne going to Nick Owen. Ashley McIntosh. David Neitz. Jesus, some legends, isn't there? Duncan Kellaway and Brad Boyd. Absolute legends of the games here. Put those best and fairests in a sleeve as well. How are we all doing? Not watching My Kitchen Rules? I've probably got more, just as many viewers, just quietly. Alright. We've got Rod Jamieson, Jeff Farmer, John Longmuir, Paul Williams, another Tassie boy. We've got Michael Mansfield, Quinton Leach, Michael O'Loughlin, and Nick Daffy. And we'll finish with another best and fairest, and that is Chris Grant for the Bullies. Everyone seems to be getting a bit of a go so far. Oh, what a legend. Michael Long. We've got Liam Pickering. We've got Scotty West, Stuart Lowe, and Ashley McIntosh is back. So is David Neitz, Paul Riccardi, Brett Hetty, and Adrian Fletcher. What if we'll get Old Man Ashcroft? Gavin Brown. We've got Shannon Grant. Oh, Robert Harvey, what a jet. Wouldn't you know it? Marcus Ashcroft. There you go. Daddy. Matthew Rogers. Rowan Smith. Actually, that's it. I'm going to say that felt thick. 2 cards there. We've got Tony Modra, Richard Champion, and Dean Kemp. Still lots of packs to go. Gavin Brown, a few double ups here. They obviously weren't as vigilant with their, sorting. We've got Peter Mann, that's a newbie. Sean McManus, Scott Burns, John Rombotis, Darren Jarman, Scotty Wines, and Paul Couch. It's funny, every single player literally is an absolute bloody legend of the game. If you're as old as me, anyway. There we go. We've got West Coast Eagles. We've got Best and Fairest. Drew Banfield. Got Daniel Chick. Derek Hall. Fraser Brown. Mark Graham. Matthew Knights. Matty Lloyd. Adrian Fletcher. And Craig Scholl. Those best and fairest cards look cool. I like them. Probably get a full set out of it, so everyone should hit one of those at least. We've got David Pittman, Paul Hopgood. Yeah, that one seemed thick. Just cut that out, Jackson. Brett Ratton, Gary O'Donnell. All Australian is Nathan Buckley. That's a nice one. Back in the day. For the Collingwood. I think that was Nick Owen, wasn't it? No, Nick Joyce. Nick Joyce picks up the Nathan Buckley. Brad Johnson. We've got Shawble. Best and fairest this time for Adelaide. And Lee Corbett. Oh, Matthew Liptak. I couldn't read it. It's Matthew Liptak from Adelaide. I'm actually not sure what that card is. I'm not sure. I could get excited here in a minute. One moment. I actually don't know what it is. Okay. Excuse me just 1 second. Just bear with me. Oh, okay. Interesting. I don't think that's listed on the actual packet. Oh, it is. Well, here we go. We are punching above our weight. We've got one coming up. That is 1 in every 75 packets. Giddy up. Let's go. So, Tony Brown. Glenn Manton. Luke Darcy. Matthew Primus. Michael Mansfield. Quinton Leach. Michael O'Loughlin. Nick Daffy. And a Premier's Predictor. So this is the old Predictors card. And it says if, congratulations, you have received a 1 of 600 cards printed featuring the Sydney Club. If Sydney wins the 1997 Premiership, the following instructions, and you'll receive a special numbered jumbo card commemorating the Premiership and the winning team. Well, unfortunately, they didn't win. But nonetheless, that's pretty cool. So that's going to Ethan. Ethan gets the Premiership Predictor, which unfortunately didn't quite make it. But that's pretty cool. That's a nice card. 1 in 75 packs. Yet again, as we always seem to do, we punch well above our weight with AFL. Shannon Grant. There we go. Oh, we've got another Drew Banfield. Oh, Darren Buick. And we've got another matchup here. Darren Buick, what a legend. Paul Roos. I actually was on the same flight as him up to Queensland last week. There you go. He was on the flight. Going to the footy, I reckon. Our next head-to-head. Oh, this is a beauty. We have Plugger Lockett and Mick Martin. So I know that Ethan's got Sydney, and it's the only team he's got, so it's definitely going to be random. And Nick Owen with North Melbourne. There you go. Jamie Shanahan, another Tasmanian lad. We've got Andrew Dunkley, another Tasmanian lad. Darrell Waite, that man could fly. And Chris Mainwaring, gone too soon. Righto. Plugger and Michael Martin. Put him to the side. So Ethan and, who was it? Ethan and Nick Owen. Unless you guys decide you want to do something there, we'll random it off after the main break. Got to say, we've done well so far. Got to say, eh? What's only $23.95? What? Did that say it on the card? We mean $23.95. Where did you see that, Jacko? Me not understand. Me not understand. Okay. Oh, that'd be the album. You could buy the, I think it's the album. Special offer. Hang on. Special offer from Select. Audio official binder. So it was for an actual binder for the cards. Yeah. Tony Brown's back. Glenn Manson. Mark Roberts. Guy McKenna. Lots of coaches. Joel Smith. Stephen Kernahan. Craig Lambert. We've got Brent Heaver. And Darren Kaplar. No relation to Warwick. I know, it's a different spelling. I know it's a different spelling before you start. Matthew Clark. Tony Brown. Jeez, he's everywhere. Paul Roos. Shane Bond. Ben Allen. We've got the Fish. Paul Salmon for the Hawthorn Best and Fairest. Damien Hardwick when he was obviously cool in the Essendon. Andrew McLeod, absolute legend. And Fraser Gehrig before he went to St Kilda. The G Train. I've got 7 viewers. I definitely have as many as My Kitchen Rules. This pack's being a little bit... how you going? Alright. Sav! The great Saverio. Giddy up. He's not wanting to part with this pack, but now he is. There we go. Anthony Stevens. Ian Downsborough. Anthony Jones. Tim McGrath. The Checklist. One of my personal favourites. Joel Smith. We've got Darren Cowell. And to finish us off, we've got Best and Fairest Sauce going to Grant Anderson. Bit of classic sauce. The Sav and Sauce in one pack. Oh, Richmond Best and Fairest. Paul Broderick. Stephen Tingay. Anthony Jones. We've got Sean Hart. All Australian Darren Jarman. I was about to say we haven't had a hit for a little while. We've got Paul Riccardi. Peter Riccardi. Mark Graham. Dustbin Fletcher. And Aussie Jones. So Adelaide gets another hit. Doing well. Tigers Best and Fairest, but pop that in the sleeve. Nothing up the sleeve. Right. Oh, 11 viewers. I'm smashing MKR. Giddy up. Scott Chisholm. We've got North Melbourne, Wayne Carey again. So that's a double. Well, not double, but it's another one. Michael Sexton. We've got Brad Wirra. Mark Graham. Matthew Knights. Matty Lloyd. Certainly not overrated. Craig Scholl. And Craig Turley. Couldn't afford the H. Just as a heads up. All right. Oh, straight off the cuff. It's at the front. So we did get 3. So we've got Geelong and St Kilda. So Gary Hocking and Nathan Burke. So that will be Steve Smith and Jacob. Right. So we did get 3 of those. So we're a bit fortunate there too. Because they're 1 in 13 packs. Technically, most boxes will only have 2. This is a very good box. Rod Jamieson. Brad Scholl. We've got Michael Sexton. We've got Best and Fairest Fish again. Damien Hardwick. Earl Spalding. Let me just double check that Hardwick. It's not. Yep, no, it's good. Earl Spalding. We've got Stephen Pattinson and Peter Dean. Alrighty. Still got a fair few packs to go. Just putting it out there. Bazza Senior. Bazza. We've got Michael Voss as the Brisbane Best and Fairest. Very nice. Dale Kickett. Stephen Alessio. Brad Johnson. Shawball. Peter Matera. Stephen Tingay. Craig Turley. Got him around the wrong way. And Andrew Donnelly. Michael Voss. Just about have most of the what do you call it? Best and Fairests now. What have we got there? Robert Neal, Glenn Jakovich, Joe Masiti. We've got Peter Bell, Sean Denham, Leon Cameron, Andrew Condon. That's correct. Condon, Justin Charles, and Chris Mainwaring. Gone too soon. You certainly get value for money with your footy packs because you normally get about 36 packs in each box. So more so than the NBA and so on. We got Drew Banfield again there. We got Daniel Chick, Corey McKernan, Brett Lovett. He loves it. Andrew Mackay. Best and Fairest, Paul Kelly. Tony Woods. Scott Cummings and Alistair Lynch. Couple more Best and Fairests there, including a new one. Not many. I don't think there's many there that we don't have. Just putting it out there. Alright, let's keep going. And there's another one. Drew Banfield, he's everywhere. Daniel Chick, Anthony Rock, Jason Dunstall, Glenn Archer, David Brown, Matthew Burton, he was a tall lad, Glenn Lovett, and Stuart Maxfield. A few newbies there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Still 12 packets to go. Wow. Who knew? Barry Stoneham. We've got Paul Geister. Wayne Campbell. Absolute classic. Jason Daniels, our next All-Australian. You're not going to believe it. Oh, it's the umpire and the coach. The umpire. So that's going to have to go to the coach, which is Rocket Eade for Sydney. Well done, Ethan. Ethan gets the umpire, if you don't mind. Mark Nash and Rodney Eade. Peter Matera. Michael Mansfield, Sean Smith, and Stephen Zilla. Can't believe the umpire. Cannot believe that. That's crazy. Bold Gary, Gavin, the beautiful checklist card, Peter Somerville, Shawnee Denham, Leapin' Leon Cameron, Condon. We've got Chris Grant and Justin Charles. Whew. Have we got anything else that we're actually due? All the Australians, probably got a couple more of them coming. Oh. So the signatures are 1 in every 10 boxes. Could we have the lucky box? Could we? Could we? Rod Jamison. I thought that felt thick. Jeff Farmer. Stuart Lowe. We've got Dale Kickett. Kick it to me. Chris Naish. There's another one. Another newbie. Ashley McIntosh. David Neitz. Jason Mooney. And Nigel Kellett. Come on. Give us an auto. You know you want to. Mark McCurry. Mattia Richardson. There you go, Jacko. Not the one we're after. Ange Christou. Mark Bickley. Jamie Shanahan. Andrew Dunkley. Darryl White. Scott Camporeale. And Darren Creswell. Another Tassie boy. So many Tassie guys in the league. There's the G-Train. Gazza. Best and fairest, Michael Voss. We've got, there you go, Alistair Clarkson. Giddy up. Super Coach. Scott West. Adam Huskus. Best and fairest, James Head. Benny Allen. Andrew McLeod. And the G-Train. More sleeves. Oh, let's try and do it without knocking the camera over. That'd be really cool. Jimmy. Michael. Let's put it into the... What are we down to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Still 7 packs. My God, it feels like I've been going on forever. Well, it's actually been 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Goes up. Michael. Shane. Shane Crawford. Bold Shane. Derek Hall. Mark Reschuto. Wayne Schwass. Plugger. Daniel Harford. Oh, there we go. I thought we hadn't had Fremantle yet. And that is Stephen O'Reilly. 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 Don't try that at home, kids. All right. Oh, God, this is a hard pack. You know what they say, if the pack's hard to get open, could it be? We've hit just about everything else we could. Who we got there? Greg Stafford. Tony Francis. Getting a few new ones here. Scott Crow. All Australian coming up, but not before. Mark Roberts. Oh, Plugger. Nice one going to Ethan. Nice one. Quinton Leach. Michael O'Loughlin. Brett Heddy. And Adrian Fletcher. Jasper's dad. Alright. Come on, give us something special. Give us a big one. Maybe a legend card. Ooh. Could you imagine? Chris Scott. There we go. Before his Geelong days. I wonder where Brad is. Scott Russell. Fraser Brown. Mark Brenda. Chris Mainwaring for the West Coast Eagles. Heard the Weagles. Nick Joyce. Very nice. Shawnee Denham. Leon Cameron. Craig Scholl. And Craig Turley. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 packs to go. Come on. Big finish. Big finish. All for Bazza. Come on. Daniel Chick. Gazza. Guy McKenna. Gary Hocking, best and fairest. Tim McGrath. The beautiful checklist. Joel Smith. Scott Campriali. And Darren Creswell. Well, thanks so much, Cleaver. Love your work, brother. Anytime. Glad you like. Righto. 3 puck to go. We've got Winston Abraham. We've got Johnny Worsfolds. Shane Bonds. Mitchell White. Sticks Kernahan. We've got Craig Lambert. Lee Walker. Nigel Smart. And Peter Spider Everett. Two puck to go. It's my favourite pack. 2 puck. We've got Jeff Farmer. Is it Jeff Farmer? It sure is. Robert Neal. Shawnee Hart. Matthew Robran. Got a best and fairest. Nathan Burke. We've got Troy Luff. Scotty Burns. Scott Wines and Paul Couch, which leaves us to the last pack. I know Cleaver F40 is going to be devastated that it's going to finish, but you know, that's alright, no worries. I'm sure he's a subscriber. We'll leave it to Cleaver. Alright, lucky last pack. Can we get last pack mojo? We've got Robert Neal. Brad Wirra. John Longmire. Peter Riccardi. Mark Graham. Matthew Knights. Duncan Kellaway, and we're going to finish with Bet Bow, Brad Boyd for Brisbane. Unfortunately, no auto, but some absolute beauties. But we're not finished. Oh no, Cleaver, we're not finished. Strap yourself in, because we now have the randoms. So I haven't had any correspondence from any of the relevant parties. So this is the way it's going to go down. We're going to do 3 randoms, and we are going to basically, I've got my teams here, all the teams. I'm going to shuffle them, and we're going to split them, and we're going to do that for each one. And the team that comes up first will get that card. Capiche? What do you reckon, Cleaver? Does that sound good? Sound good, mate? I reckon. All over, I reckon. I know this is boring, but look, you can always switch over to My Kitchen Rules. I reckon that's your bag. Alright, let's split them. So, first up, we have Adelaide and Collingwood, ironically, who are playing this Thursday night. Whoever comes up first. Righto. Adelaide, giddy up. Next up is St Kilda and Geelong. So we'll give it another quick shuffle. Split them. St Kilda and Geelong. Geelong. Right, and the last one is Sydney and North Melbourne. Plugger and Mick Martin. Alright, last one. Cut them. Sydney and North Melbourne. Who will be the winner? Twice. North Melbourne. There we go. So that's the splits for those. That is now it, Cleaver. You can go back and watch some Downton Abbey or whatever you would like to watch. That's fine. So that's it, guys. Again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. This was all for Baz and the raising funds for his fight against MND. And yeah, it's a credit to you all for participating. And yeah, it's a great cause. It's a great cause. Like I say, we've just hit the $500 mark for the donations, and that will be forwarded through to Bazza this week. And I'll make sure that I put a post up to show you all. Thank you again to Jackson, who organised the box through his friend and his parents. Again, thanks Jackson. And as I said before, the only housekeeping we have is that we have we did have the Marvel break. That's now filled out. So if you've got spots in that, please pay for those spots. And we have the NBA break, which is the box of Chinese New Year 24-25 Revolution and the mega box of 23-24 Mosaic. Get in on that, and we'll try and get that busted by the end of the week. But for me, it's a peace out. Thank you all for that. That was a good bit of fun. Legends of the game. And I'll talk to you all very soon. Take care.